Coming up on The Point, we'll learn a little chemistry in the classroom, travel Camp Buckner for summer training,
And what are you doing out here today? What's your mission?
and don't miss our special guest in the studio. Stay tuned. Hello, I'm Staff Sergeant Matt Leary.
And I'm Sergeant Alexandria Corneiro. Welcome to The Point. Every year, West Point hosts a Summer Leadership Seminar, or SLS, for rising high school juniors and seniors who are interested in the academy.
The week-long program immerses them in the academic, military, physical, and social life the cadets experience here. We were able to join a group of students as they learned about the Department of Chemistry. High school students from around the country participated in West Point's Senior Leadership Seminar, or SLS. The week-long program gives the students an opportunity to see what it's like to be a cadet at the academy. While there, they take part in academic, military, and physical aspects of a cadet's life. The students choose from a variety of departments such as science, mathematics, engineering, humanities, modern languages, and psychology. While going through the Department of Chemistry, they took part in different experiments to include producing foam used in products such as insulation. Students also took part in the military aspect of West Point by conducting military training daily, as well as the athletics and social part of the 47-month experience at the academy by taking part in sports competitions.
If you're starting your sophomore or junior year of high school in the fall, something to consider this coming summer is the SLS program.
You can find more information on the program at admissions.usma.edu. It's a great opportunity to experience life at the academy while you're going through your decision-making process for college applications.
It definitely is. So even though the school year ended a few weeks ago, summer training is already in full swing. This week, I got a chance to head out to the field to join the upperclassmen as they went through Cadet Leadership Development Training, or CLDT. Let's check it out. So we're here out at CLDT. Let's go get some information on what summer training is like for the cadets. Cadet Leadership Development Training, or CLDT, is a 3-week-long training that included urban operations, platoon attacks, and day and night raids.
What are some of the things that you've learned while you're out here?
This is our 3rd week out here, and I've learned so far that you have to watch other people. You have to see what works for them, what doesn't work for them, what they do right, what keeps us from getting attacked more by what they do, so that I can implement it in my own leadership style.
This year, over 700 cadets from the class of 2012 and 13 were active participants, while over 100 members of the class of 2013 acted as role players and opposition forces. CLDT is designed to develop the leadership qualities, tactical skills, and decision-making abilities of all the participants. For the upperclassmen, the training forces them to think on their feet and make decisions in a real-life driven scenario.
Being in this position, I'm forced to kind of see where my company is at, where we need to go, and how we're best going to get there.
For this portion of summer training, cadets will receive a go or no-go for the various events.
Yeah, I'm so.
Also coming up this summer for training is Cadet Field Training and Cadet Basic Training for the incoming class. So look for us heading out there as well in the upcoming months.
Remember, if it's not raining, they're not training. Coming up next, we have a special guest on the show, Miss Deborah Dalton, Parents Club Coordinator for West Point.
They gave me a great opportunity. I've learned a lot and I've had a blast.
I worked on a PhD-level research project that will ultimately save lives.
I served as a public diplomat teaching English in the Congo. It was awesome. I improved water quality and sanitation for villagers in Honduras.
I worked on a bionic foot for amputees at Walter Reed Medical Center.
I had an amazing experience in Nicaragua that you can't get in a classroom. I'm a leader.
I'm making a difference.
I'm a cadet at West Point.
Welcome back. With us today is Mrs. Deborah Dalton. Mrs. Dalton is West Point's Parents Club Coordinator. Mrs. Dalton, we just want to thank you for being on our show today.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to be here.
With the arrival of a new class right around the corner, we want to talk to you about your role at the Academy and how parents can stay involved.
Okay, my role at the Academy currently is I work in parent communications. I work with over 90 parent clubs across the country, and we're trying to get one going also in Europe. And I basically trying to help parents understand the workings of the Academy so that they can support their son or daughter while they're here as a cadet.
Okay. And how long have you been at the Academy now?
Well, my family's actually lived here about 10 years, and I'm in my current role with public affairs almost 3.
Now, how do you bridge the gap between cadets and their family members back home?
Well, we're very fortunate to have a lot of different mediums to do that. We have multimedia, this show, The Point, which we post on YouTube. Then we have a Facebook page geared for the parents. We also have a big Academy Facebook page, along with other assorted Facebook pages across the Academy, which are great for sharing information. We have Flickr sites where we can post photos. We also have the ability to post videos of special events on the West Point website. And along with that, we also have the parent information page, which is off the westpoint.edu site. A couple clicks in and you'll get to our parent information page. And then brand new is our West Point Parent Listserv, which is something that we just started. We'll be able to share information directly with parents. Hopefully a monthly newsletter will come out of this, but mainly messages from West Point so that they can stay connected to what's happening here.
So what are some of the ways parents can get involved here?
Well, once a young man or a young woman heads off to West Point as a cadet or to any college or institution, parents kind of take on a supporting role. We're there to help encourage them, listen to them when they have to vent, celebrate successes with them along the way. We encourage this because the cadets do need to navigate much of this experience on their own without mom or dad picking up the phone and trying to fix things for them. So it's more of a supporting role, but we do encourage parents to come and visit when they can, but always check with your cadet first to make sure they don't have some kind of a training requirement, a major paper, or a project due. But parents are welcome to visit West Point, to visit with their sons and daughters, because they do need to have that family contact time while they're here as cadets.
Now, are there topics you see frequently from parents within the different classes?
Yes, we have a lot of questions that get asked through the course of time here at West Point. As new cadet parents, they'll often be asking questions about cadet basic training, acceptance day, leave and passes, when do the cadets get to come home, and of course Plead Parent Weekend, a great event that happens here at West Point in the spring. Yearling parents will ask questions about selecting a major, because that's something that yearling or sophomores will have to do at the beginning of their yearling year. And then also Yearling Winter Weekend, a great event for the yearlings to celebrate their time here as cadets. Cow or junior parents, cow sounds strange, but they're known as also juniors, will ask questions about affirmation, a ceremony where the cadets will commit to 5 years of active service after their last 2 years here at West Point. There will also be questions about the cow loan, also ring orders, and 500th night, a big event for the junior or cow class. And then, of course, firstie parents or senior parents, there'll be many questions about ring weekend, branching and what that means to their cadet, posting or their first duty assignment, and then, of course, graduation, the culminating event next May.
Now, for class of 2015 parents, what are some of the upcoming events that they can expect to attend?
Well, the first, of course, is our day. Great day to be here and to see your cadet off as they join the Corps of Cadets. During the course of the day, we'll have a lot of activities offered. These are both basically self-directed so that they can go and do them at their leisure. And then at the end of the day, we have a briefing from our superintendent and the leader team, and then also the oath ceremony, which will be held on the plane, as the new cadets will be viewed for the first time in their white over gray uniforms and take the oath as a new cadet here at West Point. The next big event after this would be Acceptance Day. It's the day that the new cadets are actually accepted into the Corps of Cadets during a beautiful parade that again is on the plane. And then after the parade, the cadets are released to spend time with their families. They do need to return to West Point at night, but it's a great weekend to be here and celebrate the success of having completed cadet basic training. And then the last event is Plead Parent Weekend. And if you could plan to be here, it's a great weekend to be here and see a little bit of behind the scenes at West Point. Meet some of the instructors, tour the uniform factory, the cadet uniform factory, where all of our uniforms were made, and then the culminating visit the barracks, a great opportunity to actually see where your cadets live. And then the culminating event is our formal dinner in the cadet mess. The cadets will be all dressed up in their full dress uniforms, and parents will be dressed in formal attire. So a great weekend to be here. It is at the front end of our spring break, but on Sunday morning the cadets are released to go home with their families or to go off on a spring break trip of their own.
Now, you have a Facebook page in which you connect with the parents. We pulled it up here, and we were wondering if we could take a moment to kind of go through it.
That'd be great. I'd love to share. First of all, I'd like people to know that this Facebook page is a public page. You do not have to be on Facebook to see this page. If you put facebook.com/West Point Parents into the URL, this is the landing page that's going to come up, and it's Welcome to West Point Parents. This talks about our parents clubs, and we have featured here, if you could scroll up a little bit, our West Point Parents Club of Michigan. We do believe this is our oldest club in existence. It was founded in 1958. So as you can imagine, over the years we've had lots of other parents clubs pop up, and so some have probably been around almost as long as this club. But I would just like to also mention we have a couple of new clubs that have just joined on the scene, and one is the West Point Parents Club of Hawaii, which is just getting going, and also last year we had the West Point Parents Club of the Palm Beaches and Treasure Coast down in Florida that the parents saw a need, and so they stood up a club. So this happens from time to time, and it's a great resource for parents. And if we could scroll up, we'll go to the Our Day tab. And on the Our Day tab, you're going to see some information that gives parents a great overview of what Our Day looks like. And if you scroll down just a little bit, we have a link here where parents can actually click on that, and it'll open up another window from YouTube that shows Our Day a few years ago. And what, obviously a few years old, but still overall concept is the same. Gives parents who may not be able to attend Our Day a great overview of what Our Day looks like. We also have some tips. If you scroll down the page a little bit, and then down at the very bottom of the page, we also have a schedule for the day. And then this, please know that this does need to be tweaked a little bit, and so it may look a little different when you see this, but certainly the information is pretty much the same. Great overview, again, of what's happening on Our Day here at West Point. And if we could go back up and click to the discussions boards. This is a great place for parents to be able to ask questions. You can see lots of different topics here. Buckner, Airborne School, Air Assault. Those are questions that come up over the course of the summer. You know, parents are asking questions about cadet field training that takes place out at Camp Buckner. Or Airborne School. We send a lot of cadets down to Fort Benning every year to attend Airborne School. And then I mentioned Air Assault. Air Assault happens closer to West Point over at Camp Smith, about 10-15 minutes away from West Point. But another great piece of information there, asking questions about when's the graduation ceremony, can parents attend, those types of things. Great resource for parents, lots of questions being asked and answered by the parents. And if we could click one more to the wall, please. And click to West Point Parents, thank you. And this is the main wall of the page. This is where you will see the most recent postings about event information, messages from West Point, links to share, and then as an example, you can see we have pictures that have been posted on Flickr from our graduation ceremony that happened last Friday. We do have graduation ceremonies that happen in other times besides May, and we wanted to highlight and celebrate the accomplishment of those recent graduates. So we have a set of pictures on Flickr from that graduation ceremony. Great place to share information about the Academy. Facebook is a great platform because it's very easy for us to use. And it's also, I'd like people to know, a platform that Big Army uses to share with families and soldiers. Things that are happening in the Big Army, different unit citations and things that are going on, celebrations. Tomorrow we'll see the Army birthday will get posted on a lot of our sites. So a great platform to be able to share all of these things.
So this seems like a great place for people to come to get information, ask questions. They can find photos, they can find videos. So it really is a wonderful avenue for the parents and their family members.
Absolutely, a great place to share. And I encourage people to check this out. Again, facebook.com/West Point Parents. You don't have to be a Facebook user to see this page.
Now, if a parent or a family member wanted to get in contact with you to get some information on maybe a specific event that's going on here, what would be the best way to contact you?
Best way to contact me is via my email address, and that's just deb.dalton@usma.edu.
Well, we want to thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me here. This was great.
It was our pleasure. Well, that's it for this week's edition. I'm Staff Sergeant Matt Leary.
And I'm Sergeant Alexandria Corneiro, and this is The Point.